You stay in the car. You keep your nose out of those packages. They're not for you. He searched through every cupboard and drawer in the apartment trying to find out what I got for him. But this Christmas, he will not succeed.
Well, what do you think?
How much is it again?
$75. I have some more over here that are less expensive, and you really can't tell the difference.
No, he can tell. He used to have one just like it.
It is a beautiful gift.
Okay. Okay, I'll buy it.
Tone in your voice. You think I'm being cheap. No, I think there's nothing wrong with being frugal, Ray. And if you can't afford to buy presents, well, getting them for opening a bank account is a viable, if not inventive, alternative. But you think that I can't afford it. You just think I'm being cheap. That's what you think. I think nothing of the sort. Now, where are we off? Right here, savings and loan. Ah, of course. Oh, you see? You see? That's the tone I'm talking about. You see that tone? What tone? That tone. You see? You can't see a tone, Ray. It's a fire alarm. Come on, come on. Toss me the back, toss me the back. Here. Hey, Chris Krieger, where's the fire? Where the hell is he? No, but this young man did.
crazy.
You know how much money I'm losing right now? Every kid that sits on my lap, I get $2.
Yep.
I can go through 40 kids an hour.
I can do 50.
Bull, no one can do 50 and live.
Look, it's not a difficult question, okay? Where were you at 12 o'clock today?
Hey, man, I got 3 L's to put me in the department store.
Yeah, one of those L's said you went out for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, he's a lying rat bastard.
Okay, line up, you
rat.
six. This way. Not you. What are you waiting for? Christmas? Move it. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you two. Out the door.
We're not interested in how fluffy his beard was.
That's him.
That's the sixth Santa you pointed to. Can we focus a little here?
He had a twinkle in his eye.
I don't understand the problem here. Some citizen pulls the alarm and ran away. But ask yourself who, Ray? All the businesses above were closed. All the employees and patrons were under guard on the bank floor. Anyone coming in would have been noticed by the wheelman. After they took over that building, only 4 people had access to that hallway.
So what are you saying? One of the robbers pulled the alarm?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
About as ridiculous as going to a robbery with an unloaded shotgun.
I'll tell you, for a second there, Fraser, I thought I was... Why would a guy pull the trigger of a gun he knew was unloaded?
Seems improbable, doesn't it?
Yes. You know, the wheelman, he knew exactly when the bagman was behind the counter. If he pulled the alarm, they panic. He comes running in. The bagman is trapped behind the counter. He throws the bag to the wheelman who throws him back the gun.
Clever, isn't it?
Hey, in the heat of the moment, I'd take a gun over a bag any day. The whole thing's a double cross.
Detective Vecchio, Louis, join me for some eggnog. The last half hour, I've gotten calls from 7 department stores, the Salvation Army, 2 parade officials, and the director of a children's pageant. This was further augmented by calls from 4 city councilmen, the deputy mayor, and the police commission. They're all curious as to why we're detaining all the Santa Clauses in the city on Christmas Eve. The police commissioner was especially irked since his daughter was sitting on Santa's knee in a department store when said Santa was cuffed and thrown into a paddy wagon. In our zeal to solve this case, I can't help but wonder if we haven't been, I don't know, how do you say it, excessively stupid?
Detective Huey and I have a theory, sir.
Oh, this I'd like to hear.
See, we believe that the perpetrators were dressed in Santa Claus suits in order to facilitate their getaway by blending into the crowd.
And that people don't usually notice armed men fleeing a crime scene in big red suits.
Actually, they could even have had jobs in local department stores, sir. I mean, that would be the perfect cover.
This is your theory?
Yes, sir.
It's not our only theory.
We have others, sir.
Detective Vecchio, do you have a theory?
Yes, sir, but actually it's Constable Fraser's theory, sir.
Oh, really?
Good afternoon, Lieutenant.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Constable. I assume you're working on some kind of a North Pole connection?
No, sir. And actually, it's a misconception that the North Pole is in Canada, sir. Its ownership has been in dispute ever since Admiral Perry planted a flag there in 1909. A fact that in itself is in dispute since many believe it was Matthew Henson, an African-American, who first discovered it.
Constable Fraser and I believe that the wheelman pulled the alarm in order to throw the whole situation into chaos, thus double-crossing his partners.
Oh, sure. Sure, one of the robbers pulled the alarm himself.
Yes, sir.
And we have a witness who saw the wheelman without his beard. We got him out there going over the mugshots right now. If the wheelman's in there, he's pretty much in our pocket, sir.
All right. Vecchio, you get the wheelman. Huey and Louie, you get the other 3.
Yes, sir.
Which one of your flatfoots took my reindeer?
I looked. He's not in there.
Look one more time.
I already did.
Look, kid, whoever this guy is, he's no first-timer. If he's done this before, odds are 100 to 1 he's right there in front of you. Maybe he looks a little different, but he's there, so I need you to look again.
He's not in there.
Look, kid, I'm having a good day, okay? It's Christmas Eve. I am filled with love for my fellow man, but I swear to God, if you don't look again, I'm going to slap you upside the head.
Ray, may I? Del, why don't you just describe to us the man you saw?
I didn't get a good look.
The guy was 3 inches from your face. It doesn't get any better than that.
Ray, maybe Del is just afraid of what will happen if he identifies this man.
Well, maybe Del should be afraid what'll happen if he doesn't. Look, kid, you're not the only one who saw a face. This guy was so close to you he could count your pores. How hard do you think it'll be for him to find out where you live? You put the finger on this guy and we can protect you, but if you don't...
We'll still protect you.
Maybe he will, but I won't, and no other cop will either.
You really were touched by the spirit of Christmas.
Kid's making a big mistake. What's that?
It's a gift.
I don't know. Maybe I was too hard on him.
Yes.
Hey, guys. They pulled a palm print off the countertop. Your bagman is Robert L. Flanagan. FBI have him linked to 6 bank jobs with James and Cameron Donnelly.
No kidding.
Is that significant?
Well, the Donnellys are something of a local legend around here.
They had a partner named Nick Stolitis. Rumor had it he skimmed a small amount of money from them. He took off to Mexico. The federales found him in bite-sized pieces in the Sea of Cortez.
There's only 2 rules written in the pavement in this town. You don't steal from the mob and you don't cross the Donnellys.
I think I should return this gift.
Oh, that's good, Benny. We only have a couple hours to find a wheelman before they turn him into fish food and you're delivering Christmas presents.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey. Hi, Del.
Hi.
Came looking for your dad. He wasn't home.
Yeah.
You tell him Jimmy Donnelly dropped by, will you? Tell him I expect to meet him tomorrow at the distillery as planned. Will you do that for me?
If I see him, yeah.
That's a good boy.
Hi, Del. You left this at the station.
Thanks.
I'll give you a hand with this. William Porter. Is that your father?
Yeah.
A writer, is he?
Not really.
My father was quite the writer.
Professional?
No. A Mountie. But he kept journals. He must have filled up almost 100. You know, it's odd. We never really spent all that much time together when I was young, so it's only recently, through his writing, that I feel as though I've gotten to know him.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Sorry.
You know, I've always thought it was the bravest thing a man could do. Writing down his innermost feelings so that any stranger could read them.
Yeah, well, I'm the only stranger who've read any of these.
Mind if I read it?
Suit yourself.
Oh, that gift. Is that for your father?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll treasure it.
It's nothing.
He wasn't scared. He knew the thief.
Did he ID him?
Yes, he just didn't intend to.
No! I told you everything I know.
I just have a few more questions, okay? Please. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Let's go.
Hey, what do we look like, threats?
Don't push me. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay. Thanks. Parole officer says Porter's been a model citizen. Worked as a janitor the past 6 years. No complaints, never missed a day's work. You got that, Elaine?
Got it.
He'd come home, he'd take care of his kid, then he'd spend half the night writing short stories. Something he picked up in prison, I guess.
And the boy's mother?
Left him with an aunt about 8 years ago and did a bunk. Porter got out, he took the kid back.
William Sidney Porter pled guilty to 1 count of armed robbery. He was a driver. Served 7 years, released on good behavior. Nothing since.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would he leave his son?
Frazier, this may come as a shock to you, but here in the United States of America, we've discovered that bank robbers aren't usually the best family men.
He leaves prison. He reclaims his son. He works 6 years at a minimum wage job.
27, Elaine Vesperis.
This isn't a man who would abandon his life without an awful lot of thought.
When the Donnellys found out he'd betrayed them, his son would have been the natural target. I don't think he'd have left him behind unprotected.
Maybe he acted on impulse.
No, I think he has a plan. We just don't know what it is.
Thanks. Porter's passport expired last month. No request for renewal.
So where's he planning to go? I brought the wiretap request over in person, sir, but His Honor had consumed a great deal of Christmas cheer and started cursing at me in Norwegian. I wasn't aware that he spoke it either, sir. I'd appreciate that. All right. Did you have to bring him?
Well, it is Christmas Eve, Ray.
What are you reading?
My father's journals. I'm just going over old cases to see if there's anything similar.
Is there?
Not that I've found.
What is it?
I just wish I'd spent more time with him. There's a lot of things I should have learned.
I learned two things from my father. One, timing. Mostly when to duck. And two, you never hit a kid, because it doesn't teach him anything. I'm gonna go to the gas station. I'll be right back.
Sam Dalton made only one mistake. He planned everything but how he was going to spend the money. Before he'd hit Whitehorse, he'd left a trail of 20s that took me right to his door. But Sam's case was nothing like this.
No, I know, but what I can't seem to find is...
Hello, son.
Hello, Dad. How are you?
I'm dead, son. Other than that, do you mean?
No, that's what I was asking.
Oh, that's good. Never be ashamed to ask a stupid question, son. I taught you that, didn't I?
Not specifically, no.
Well, no time like the present. So fill me in on the case.
The case?
The case. The case you're working on. Something bothers you about it.
Well, in a nutshell, there was a bank robbery today. Now, we've identified the perpetrators, but the wheelman, that's the driver in Chicago parlance, double-crossed his partners. Now, what we can't seem to figure, is there any insanity in our family?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Good.
Well, there was your Uncle Tiberius who died wrapped in cabbage leaves, but we assume that was a freak accident. Go on.
Oh, you took your time, Robert. Doing a little Christmas shopping, I see.
Check this. Porter had a second car parked in an alley about a block away.
Really? Cameron, have to apologize to you. Seems Porter isn't planning on sharing after all.
Apology accepted, James.
Oh, Robert, I meant to ask you. Why did you toss Porter the bag?
I was trapped behind the counter, man. The cops were coming.
So instead of running around the counter, you threw the bag and jumped over.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
I was thinking of getting out of there with the cash, you know?
But you didn't, did you? You're the bagman, Robert. You're supposed to carry the bag.
Hey, Jimmy, come on, man. He threw me the gun. I mean, the alarms were going off.
No, I understand. Everyone gets to make one mistake. And that was yours. See what he got us.
Farsight calendars.
Oh, I love those. Now let's see what young Dell got.
So did you just happen to pick this moment to reappear?
Well, obviously you needed my help, son. And it was my fault. But I better prepared you. You wouldn't be floundering around like this.
Well, I'm not completely over my head, Dad. I mean,
No, don't try to make me feel better, son. I failed you as a father.